Hello, welcome to video 2 of the giraffe, the Pelly and me. So yesterday we met the giraffe, the pelican and the monkey, and there was a young child who was going to go up to talk to the giraffe, and we left with the monkey saying, "Hurry up and bring that small person up to us. The giraffe is waiting." So what do we think is going to happen? I climbed into the big orange beak, and with a swoosh of wings the pelican carried me back to his perch on the windowsill. The giraffe looked out of her window at me and said, "How do you do? What is your name?" "Billy," I told her. "Well, Billy," she said, "we need your help, and we need it fast. We must have some windows to clean. We spent every penny we had on buying this house, and we've got to earn some more money quickly. The Pelly is starving, the monkey is famished, and I am perishing with hunger. The Pelly needs fish, the monkey needs nuts, and I am even more difficult to feed. I am a geranious giraffe, and a geranious giraffe cannot eat anything except the pink and purple flowers of the tinkle tinkle tree. But those, as I am sure you know, are hard to find and expensive to buy." The pelican cried out, "Right now I am so hungry I could eat a stale sardine. Has anyone seen a stale sardine or a bucket of rotten cod? I'd eat the lot upon the spot. I'm such a hungry bod." Every time the pelican spoke, the beak I was standing in jiggled madly up and down, and the more excited he got, the more it jiggled. The monkey said, "What Pelly's really crazy about is salmon." "Yes, yes," cried the pelican, "salmon. Oh, glorious salmon. I dream about it all day long, but I never get any salmon." "And I dream about walnuts," shouted the monkey. "A walnut fresh from the tree is scrumptious, galumptious, so savoury, flavoury, so sweet to eat that it makes me all wobbly just thinking about it." And at that exact moment, a huge white Rolls Royce pulled up below us, and a chauffeur in a blue and gold uniform got out. He was carrying an envelope in one gloved hand. "Good heavens," I whispered. "That's the Duke of Hampshire's car." "Who's he?" asked the giraffe. "He's the richest man in England," I said. The chauffeur knocked on the door of the grubber. He looked up and saw us. He saw the giraffe, the Pelly, and the monkey and me all staring down at him from above, but not a muscle moved in his face, not an eyebrow raised. The chauffeurs of very rich men are never surprised by anything they see. The chauffeur said, "His Grace, the Duke of Hampshire, has instructed me to deliver this envelope to the Ladderless Window Cleaning Company." "That's us," cried the monkey. The giraffe said, "Be so good as to open the envelope and read us the letter." The chauffeur unfolded the letter and began to read. "Dear Sirs, I saw your notice as I drove by this morning. I have been looking for a decent window cleaner for the last 50 years, but I have not found one yet. My house has 677 windows in it, not counting the greenhouse, and all of them are filthy. Kindly come and see me as soon as possible. Yours truly, Hampshire." That, added the chauffeur in a voice filled with awe and respect, was written by His Grace the Duke of Hampshire in his own hand. The giraffe said to the chauffeur, "Please tell His Grace the Duke that we will be with him as soon as possible." The chauffeur touched his cap and got back into the Rolls Royce. "Whoopee!" shouted the monkey. "Fantastic!" cried the pelican. "That must be the best window cleaning job in the world." "Billy," said the giraffe, "what is the house called, and how do we get there?" "It is called Hampshire House," I said. "It's just over the hill. I'll show you the way." "We're off!" cried the monkey. "We're off to see the Duke." The giraffe stooped low and went out through the tall door. The monkey jumped off the windowsill onto the giraffe's back. The pelican, with me on his beak, hanging on for dear life, flew across and perched on the very top of the giraffe's head, and away we went. There they are. It wasn't long before we came to the gates of Hampshire House, and as the giraffe moved slowly up the great wide driveway, we all began to feel just a little bit nervous. "What's he like, this Duke?" the giraffe asked me. "I don't know," I said, "but he's very, very famous and very, very rich. People say he has 25 gardeners just to look after his flower beds." Soon the house itself came into view, and what a house it was! It was like a palace. It was bigger than a palace. "Just look at all those windows!" cried the monkey. "They'll keep us going forever." Then suddenly we heard a man's voice, a short distance away to the right. "I want those big black ones at the top of the tree," the man was shouting. "Get me those great big black ones." There's a picture of the house/palace. We peered around the bushes and saw an oldish man with an immense white moustache standing under a tall cherry tree, pointing his walking stick in the air. There was a ladder against the tree, and another man, who was probably a gardener, was up the ladder. "Get me those big black juicy ones right at the very top," the old man was shouting. "I can't reach them, your grace," the gardener called back. "The ladder isn't long enough." "Oh!" shouted the Duke, "I was so looking forward to eating those juicy ones." There's a picture for you. "Here we go," the pelican whispered to me, and with a swish and a swoop he carried me up to the very top of the cherry tree, and there he perched. "Pick them, Billy," he whispered. "Pick them quickly and put them in my beak." The gardener got such a shock he fell off the ladder. Down below us the Duke was shouting, "My gun! Get me my gun! Some monster of a bird is stealing my best cherries. Be off with you, sir. Go away. Those are my cherries, not yours. I'll have you for this. Where is my gun?" "Hurry, Billy," whispered the pelican. "Hurry, hurry, hurry." "My gun!" the Duke was shouting to the gardener. "Get me my gun. I'll have to save that thieving bird for breakfast. You'll see if I don't." "I picked them all," I whispered to the pelican. And at once the Pelly flew down and landed right beside the furious figure of the Duke of Hampshire, who was prancing about and waving his stick in the air. "Your cherries, your grace," I said as I leaned over to the edge of the pelican's beak and offered a handful to the Duke. The Duke was staggered. He reeled back and his eyes popped nearly out of their sockets. "Great Scott!" he gasped. "Good Lord, what is this? Who are you?" And now the giraffe, with the monkey dancing about on her back, emerged suddenly from the bushes. The Duke just stared at them. He looked as though he was about to have a fit. "Who are these creatures?" he bellowed. "Has the world gone completely mad?" "We are the window cleaners," sang out the monkey. "We will polish your glass till it's shining like brass and it sparkles like sun on the sea. We will work for your grace till we're blue in the face, the giraffe and the Pelly and me." "You asked us to come and see you," the giraffe said. The truth was at last beginning to dawn on the Duke. He put a cherry into his mouth and chewed it slowly. Then he spat out the stone. "I like the way you picked those cherries for me," he said. "Could you also pick my apples in the autumn?" We could, of course we could," everyone shouted. "And who are you?" the Duke said, pointing his stick at me. "He's our business manager," the giraffe said. "His name is Billy. We get nowhere without him." Very well," the Duke muttered. "Come along with me and see if you're any good at cleaning windows." I climbed out of the pelican's beak, and the kindly old Duke took me by the hand as we walked towards the house. When we got there, the Duke said, "What happens next?" "It's all very simple, your grace," the giraffe replied. "I am the ladder, the Pelly is the bucket, and the cleaner is the monkey. Watch us go." Right, we're going to stop there. We are just under halfway through. So we'll get some more tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying The Giraffe, the Pelly and Me. It was one of my favourite stories when I was your age. Have a lovely day and I will see you tomorrow.